And welcome back to Fairway Media's production of the SeaTac Takeoff 2025 Round 2. We're doing it Saturday, June 7th. Round 2 MPO of this PDGA A tier. We have Kirby Snyder, Asher Weideman, Dallas Garber, and Colin Bryant. And here we go. Round 2 starts on hole 1, par 3, 360 feet. We're going to fly the traditional backhand route. The ground gets a little sloped. Let's see how these guys do. Dallas does have a 5-stroke lead going into this 18.
SeaTac Takeoff 2025 MPO lead card. Leading it off at 12 under is Dallas Garber, followed at 7 under by Kirby Snyder, Colin Bryant, and Asher Weideman.
All right, and Dallas is on the box. He came up all the way from Gresham, Oregon. No stranger to this course. And backhand going to the left side, gets kicked a little bit left. We should be able to get up and down from there. Up next, Kirby Snyder. Ooh, get lots of distance through that left gap backhand. Great shot. Colin Bryant is also at 7 down. Can he sneak through? Oh, a little bit, but not too far. He's just on the other side of that first cluster. Asher going right side, leaking a little in. We got some distance. He's out. He's down there by the basket. Holy moly. Dallas a straightforward Berg forehand. He'll get his par. Almost good in that throw in. Good shot, Colin. On the board early, Asher. Great drive, great putt. And for the 3, straightforward for Colin. Great birdie as well for Kirby. Hole 1 had a 22% birdie rate, averaging just a little below par. Onward to hole 2, 244 feet straight ahead. The old drone footage is to the left position, so we've excluded that. Since the proximity of the airport is so close, it is a hassle to get approval to fly. So we're reusing old footage when we can. All right, up next is Kirby. Hey, Kirby, what you doing, Kirby? Going straight at it. A little bit of a left result. Probably circle's edge. Up next is Asher Weideman out of Tacoma, Washington, or Lakewood, Washington. Third on the box is Dallas Garber. And an early tree kicks him right side fairway, about halfway. Rounding out the box is Colin Bryant out of Anacortes, Washington. He threw it up there. Dallas getting his upshot out of the way. Pretty straightforward. And Asher kind of ended up far left. We didn't really see a lot of his drive there, fortunately, but he's got a small window. And we have a lot of sun on the lens, so it's hard to see. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, he misses left. And Kirby for 2. And misses left. Unfortunate. They'll most likely get his par. Colin's good drive. He's about 15 feet out. Oh, just a little left as well. A little bit of leftitis going around. And hole 2 had a 23 out of 59. 39% birdie rate. Round 2. That takes us to hole 3. 400-foot drives is what we need to park it. Very difficult task to do with all these series of trees. Showed you the drone flew a line that turned 3 or 4 times, but let's see how these guys do it. Kirby finding a very odd shape, but he gets caught up on the second layer of trees. Up next is Asher. Looking for a low skip. He's getting a lot of forward progress. Wow. And he's landed in the final tree line. Outside of Circle's Edge. Let me feed this cat. 1 second. Be right back. Alright, I am back. We are back. We are watching Dallas tee off on hole 3. Unfortunate early tree there. Very easy to do. You got to hit a very decisive gap off the tee here. Colin gets a forehand pretty far. A little bit different than Asher, but he's down there next to him. As we walk back towards the tee, we get to see Dallas' second shot. Unfortunately, hits the end of the first tree line here. Third shot. Is it wide enough? Almost throws it in. Holy crap. What a good disc golfer. Trying to make highlights out of a bad drive, unfortunately there. Didn't get it. Kirby with a decent forehand. He'll hopefully get a no-hassle 3. And this is a birdie opportunity for Colin. Let's see if he can nail this 50-something footer in. And a little short and right. With the best look of the bunch, here is Asher. What a putt. It glided perfectly straight into the heart of the basket. What a shot. Kirby's par save is good. Hole 3 had 3 birdies of the day. Asher got it. Brandon McNew and Kenny Clark got the 2s. Good job to them. All right, up next, Dallas. See if he can save the 4 here. And he is officially moving on. Got to have a short memory in disc golf. Not letting the old stuff affect your new stuff. As we go into hole 4, right side, par 3, 296 feet. Something to skip around here. That'll leave you with a great opportunity for 2, but don't skip too far left. There is a very a wall of trees separating the 2 different fairway positions, or the pin positions there. Great glance from Asher. That pushed him perfectly up. Now, hole 4. That right side looks wide open, but it can definitely be difficult with those 2 middle trees past the main gap. And Colin showing how it's done. He may have curled just around the basket, maybe on the back side. Dallas doing a great job. Also getting down there. He might have stopped a little early. Yeah, he does have some work to do. And with that ceiling in front of him, he's straddling a little bit to get more height on it. Ooh, just a little short. He almost got the 2. Good shot. Yeah, so it was just a little short. Collecting birdies is Kirby Snyder. He's up to 9 down. Within 2 of Dallas, tied with Asher for the moment. Colin moving up. Great birdie. Clean par from Asher. Hole 4 played as a 37% birdie rate. A little bit, yeah, a little kind of middle of the field difficulty, averaging 2.83. Let's go on to hole 5, straight position, 315 feet down the hole, par 3. These young guns and Kirby are throwing something very straight. Great shape to that. He should be settled down in circle 1. Excellent shot from Colin. Oh, does it got the distance? And, ooh, it might have curled right into the left tree line. Dallas getting a good straight shot at it. It looks like he might be a little long. What a putt from Asher. These standstill, just glidey putts are absolutely dialed in right now. He's up to 10 down. Unfortunately, Dallas had that a little short.
Yep, here you go.
Kirby is still attacking with his birdies. He'll go to 10 down. Dallas for the save. He definitely got his par. And a park job from Colin Bryant. Hole 5 had a 47% birdie rate, so that was kind of a must get. Let's go to hole 6. OG1, 278 feet. Straight down the gullet. We're in the catch position. Hopefully you can see some park jobs from here. Well, 8 feet is pretty good. Great shot there, Kirby. Second on the box is Colin. These guys are playing lawn darts. Holy moly. That's probably 10 feet. A little bit short and left, but not too bad. Nothing in the way there for Asher. And Dallas with a little early release, but it's sneaking through. Holy moly. A little bit further outside from Asher. Let's see if Dallas can nail this too. He is an excellent putter. Let's see if we can dial this in. Looks like it hit a little left and just did not fall straight down. Fortunately, he'll have that par putt. Let's see if these guys can all finish the twos. That is a two. Great shot from Asher. Excellent birdie for Colin. And this has to be a birdie for Kirby. And everybody is almost tied up on this card. The small lead has dwindled. Let's go to hole 6. 356 feet over the big bush. To the right. OB long. Don't go in the road. We'll be going the backhand, left to right shot, hopefully. Nice and high. Let's see if it'll get the drift. Oh, it's hyzer and out left, right to the middle. Up next is Colin. Getting his forehand pretty high. It's curling right. I think that's in a good spot to hit a tree and bounce straight down. Asher with the turnover backhand. Getting it really high and left. Cameraman catches it at the late second. And he might have a look. We will see here in a moment. Dallas going very high, and it's drifting. The most straight shot I've seen in a minute. He actually landed OB on the road. Furthest away here is Kirby. He's getting a up shot up to the 12-foot mark. And this is the mark we get for Dallas. He went right between those trees, or those cars, excuse me. What's up, bikers? They're out there racing on a cool Saturday. There is one alleyway. It has to be one shot from Dallas. Absolutely throwing magic. We'll see that gap here in a minute after these putts. What a shot. He got it in 2 shots, but he had the penalty, so that is a par putt, unfortunately, but what a recovery. Asher got his upshot out of the way. Hopefully he'll get his 3. Colin has a look from the right side. And just misses. He probably had something in the way there.
But I forget to like put it in.
The par was cleaned up for Asher. He'll stay at 11. And this is the tunnel Dallas had to hit. What a shot, right? Colin gets his 3. He'll stay at 10 down. And Kirby here is looking to save his par as well. Hole 7, one of the more difficult holes with a 14% birdie rate for this field. 8 out of 59. Let's go on to hole 8. Hole 8 has a distance of 384 feet. I have a very designated middle fairway. Anything to the right, you're kind of sharing a different hole's fairway. but it is a little open on the right. If you miss right. And a great glance from Kirby. Unfortunately, it took some distance off, but he is on the left side with nothing in his way. Colin, something a little low and straight. Kind of flipped up, but he needs to end up left, and unfortunately he's on the right side by that shadow onto that tree. Asher getting a hyzer out of that as well. Pretty low, but he got a great ground action. He's over there by the basket, hopefully within the circle. Dallas getting his grip right. Taking that tight line. Clips a branch. Unfortunately took some distance off on the left side, but he's passed all the obstacles. Furthest out is Kirby. A pretty safe bid. Almost knocks it in. Dallas's jump did not make it, unfortunately. Here comes Colin with a, what, 60, 70 footer? Just bounces it off. Absolutely getting buckets on that. Great birdie. He's currently up at 11. Well, down. Score is down, but he's doing good. His golf scoring is negative. And Asher has his answer. He goes to 12 down. Dallas looking to stay at 11 with this par. And he gets it. He's looking to hole 9. Good par for Kirby. Hole 8 had a 27% birdie rate, so there is that. Hole 9 is 428 feet. Anything beating this rock is good. Get down through this final gap and go left. Very difficult shot over 400 feet. Typical backup hole, so we did cool down a little bit here in the shade. Is that right? Yeah, we did. Colin getting a nice middle line, getting some distance, but he kind of kicks out into the front of that little wall of trees. Low left release for Asher. He kind of pushes forward in that tree line. Kirby ending up on the right side. Dallas flirting with the right side, gets that second tree we were looking at there. He's in the middle length grass there. What a second shot from Asher. He went past the basket with that upshot. And we're looking at a forehand line from Dallas. Unfortunately, a little too wide, hitting that main tree line. Great second shot from Kirby. He's a little long of the basket. Probably 12 feet or so. Colin's up there, just a little jump shot, putting up next to the basket. Asher almost got the par save there. Unfortunately, he'll have to settle for bogey or more here. Great third shot from Kirby. He'll stay at 11. Dallas, unfortunately, a little strike there. He'll go to 10 down. And Asher, with the bogey, goes to 11. Hole 9 was pretty difficult. Only 7% Four people got that birdie. Onward to hole 10.
Yep.
282 feet. Pretty open up until the green area with a lot of guardian trees. Up first was Colin, looking for that forehand line. And he got his disc to settle within that tree cluster. This shouldn't be too far from the basket. Up next is Kirby. Getting something to flip over. And gets caught up. He'll still have some trees to fight through. Unfortunate early release from Asher. Kicks him up left and right. The forehand line, I prefer that here myself. Dallas is... Yeah, he's playing the right side, it looks like. Not sure if that's on purpose or not, but he got a lot of distance out of the way. And it looks like Asher ended up a little bit more left than he wanted, but not too bad. It's probably the bigger tree gap. As Kirby gets some chuck advice, he'll hopefully get his 3 there after a good 2 opportunity. And Dallas does have a low line. Well, unfortunately not good enough there. Third shot for Asher. Unfortunate par mistake. He landed right of the chains. Bounced out. Colin getting a great birdie. He is moved 12 down. Current leader. What? How did that even... That was very confusing. That should have gone in. Unfortunate bogey for Asher. He'll go to 10. And Dallas will go to 9. Let's go on to hole 11. 401 feet. Well-defined fairway. Late ceiling to get past, so something to skip up near this dead ground. That's a good play to think about. Up first, Colin. Get something to fold up straight. And ending far left. Hopefully he'll have a circle's edge putt there. And Kirby with that hyzer flip up to straight. Oh, unfortunately hits that last tree to beat. Pretty good distance though. Hopefully he'll have a look. Circle's edge. Asher with a similar line. And gets caught up and bounces left. Dallas getting something with more straight on it, but he unfortunately hit that right side of that low ceiling. Will be the first to throw his second. And he was kind of throwing quick there. He might be getting a little frustrated. He does have high expectations for himself there. As all of these guys do. They have great talent. Up next is Kirby. It's hard to see the basket in this shadowy area, but it's right in the center. Right there. Birdie from Kirby. Great opportunity there to get some strokes on the field. Colin looking for a birdie as well. Unfortunate left miss. Hopefully he'll get his par from there. Up next is Asher for his par. Hole 11 had a 10% birdie rate, so very hard one to get. Good par for Dallas. And this should be a 3 for Colin. Yes, it is. Moving on to hole 12. And hole 12 is 367 feet, par 3. There's a higher line right where the drone is. Anything ending up to the right here is a good play. A lot of people go roller. Kirby is a roller fan. Let's see how that line shapes up. Landing just right. Gets a high kick. He'll be right in the center, where that sun beam is landing on the ground. Colin going for the high forehand line. And he kind of pushes forward out of frame there. Kind of on the left side of that bend. And here comes Asher. Hitting that left low gap. A lot of distance down there. Good job. Last on the box is Dallas. Going for that roller. See if he can cut more. Unfortunately, lands on that first tree line. And another quick forehand up shot from him. Maybe need a little more power. He had that one last tree to beat. Just like this. Ooh, a little tight, but he's on the other side. Hopefully he'll get a 3 there. Very hard 2 to get. And what a par save. Absolutely fantastic from Dallas. Great highlight. Only 3 people of the MPO got that one. Those birdies were Luke Levesque, Liam Donaldson, and Andrew Savage. And the 3 is there for Kirby. And with a 68% par rate, there's just, you know, it's such a difficult hole. All right, moving on to hole 13. Hole 13 is a par 3 that's 425 feet away. Very tough tree gaps to hit from an air shot. Most of the field will be going backhand roller, some forehand roller if you got it. Up versus Kirby. Hitting the middle gap with that roller. Wow, this is ending up very well. He goes long at the edge of the fairway there. Great shot. Up next is Colin, getting that backhand roller. Unfortunately, curls right and up and over. Almost lands on top of a tree stump. Asher looking to do another roller here. And it's landing more right. But holy crap, he got a lot of distance. He's at the last first tree there. And Dallas unfortunately hit a tree in the middle. We just saw his upshot. Colin almost throws in the second shot, but almost a layup probably. And a very long look for Asher. Just, what? How? How does he do it? Dude, I couldn't even tell you how far away it was. Like maybe 60 something. Great shots. Oh, unfortunately short for Kirby there. Asher moves to 11 with that big bird. Colin staying at 12. Same for Kirby. And Dallas stays at 9. Wow, hole 13 had a 8% birdie, but only 5 people got that. Great stuff. Let's make the jump to 23. Par 4, 491 feet. OG 18, if you're familiar. A long way to go. People are going to go high left side, bend it over right, hopefully. That's the main idea. The traditional fairway has too many turns. So this is the highest air gap that people like to go to. And that's curling right perfectly for Asher. He's kind of ended up on the right side, but not in the long stuff. Kirby getting something to flip up straight. He might be going for that kind of open area on that far edge before the road. He's definitely safe. He did that round 1. Here comes Colin with the forehand. Got some good height. And parks the middle of the fairway. Great shot. Up next is Dallas. In his pack end a turnover. I think he'll get a great result as well. And second shot for Kirby. He's finding that leftish line from where he ended up. Good forehand flip up from Dallas. He's on the dance floor. Colin looking for a similar line, maybe the outside gap. There is a pond over there, but it's all fair game right now. No water in there. Colin ended up a little bit long of the basket. It was a pretty dang good shot. Second shot from Asher, unfortunately, hits 20 feet in front of him. Third shot from Kirby. And Mr. Weideman cannot miss with his putter. Holy crap. What a 3. What? What a highlight. This kid is got so much potential. This kid also does have a lot of potential, but Colin just barely missed. Little eye. This kid also has potential. He got a great bird there. And then these guys get their parts out of the way. We've got some stats here to go over. This field got 27% birdie right there. Averaging 3.97, just under par. So, hole 24, par 3, 422 feet. We're showing you a low laser beam line. A lot of people go high to hit that last gap to get around. Up first, Asher Weideman. Getting something high, but had some action to fall right into the middle. Right there it is. Should have a pretty straightforward second shot. Next is Dallas Garber, holding down at 10. Just a couple behind from the lead. He gets something up and over. He'll be on the right side. He made that main gap, excuse me. See if Kirby can follow that line. No, he's got a putter. He might just be playing up to the middle there. Yep, landed, dropped right there at the last second in the middle. Colin looking for a forehand. This might be a layup play as well. And he got just around the corner in front of Kirby here. Kirby's up first. Getting a low hyzer up to the basket. Straightforward shot to get your par. Asher running up a little right, past the main little bottleneck of the hole. Very textbook putter shot. Good job. Will it go right more or left more? Yes, it does. And a very tough lie for Dallas. It would take a miraculous shot to throw in for 2 here. He's got to go around this tree. I believe he's going forehand. Oh, and just a little short. He ended up just at the fringe. Almost gets the 3. He is frustrated with that second shot, unfortunately. And a long par save from Asher. Let's see if he can nail this in. Of course. We've seen him throw in twice as long. Why would he not? Good job. Hole 24 had 0% birdie rate. A very difficult hole. Probably the hardest of the course. Did average a 3.59. Almost a whole half stroke. Well, a little over a half stroke. It's a weird way of saying whole half. Anyways, bogey from Dallas. The rest at 12. Let's go to hole 25. 3 more to go. 314 feet. That's the main juicy gap you gotta hit. It does have a little bit of a downslope near the end. Asher looking for the forehand line. Ends up a little right. More right than he wanted and landed right in the center. That little angled tree that Asher hit, you just really are trying to beat that and glide right down there anywhere to you can putt. Nice high line. About as high as you could go without getting knocked down. Good job, Kirby. Colin going for that forehand line. Really straight. He is going to end up right, though. But down by the basket. Probably circles the edge. Maybe a little more. Dallas getting for his turnover on. Hits the tree in the middle. Just outside of circle 1. Asher looking for that pretty straightforward upshot here. Ooh, cooks it left, but it is open over there. Asher has 1 tree to beat. He does have to go in a hyzer angle here. Almost hits it. Just hitting the sign. Wow. Kirby going a little right. Unfortunately, have to go for par next. Asher gets his par. What a save. He'll stay at 12 down. And with 2 to go, you definitely want to be in the mix. Colin, great birdie. He's up to 13. And the pars are out of the way. Hole 25 at a 20% birdie rate. Hole 26, 255 feet, par 3. With 2 to go, these guys need to get some more birdies here. Colin playing the middle gap. Hyzering his putter, hopefully in the middle of the fairway. Asher getting a little high on that line. Flirting with the OB, but he's actually in the late ditch. Past the rock. And Kirby's shot just got pushed down by the air and pushed to the right. Dallas turns away in disgust because he knew it was left. He landed right here. Looking for a pretty straightforward upshot. Almost lands on the rock. Here's near there. He'll get his par. Kirby almost dialing it in. Probably a half bid there. Asher looking for a full bid. He's got no reason not to try to go for this. Just ends up a little right and short. A straddle opportunity for Colin. Absolutely nails it down. Good shots. Going to 14. Below par. Par for Dallas, leading into the last hole. Hole 26 had a 39% birdie rate. One ace. Jamison Holtz, great job. Hole 27, final hole, 229 feet. We're actually playing to the rocks formation on our right of the drone. Good times had by all.
Thank you, Banksy.
Got a fist bump everybody. Caddies. Cameraman.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see how 27 holds up. With that elevated basket on that rock formation, it can be a little difficult. Unless you throw it in. Oh, almost. Colin ends up a little bit left. Asher going with a standstill. He's thinking it's only 229 feet. And he lands up there by the basket on the left side. Kirby throwing something, ending up on the far right side. Not too far away. And Dallas with the no hassle. Was a little bit long. Furthest out is Colin. Really going for it. He ended up past the basket. Just tickles away. Oh my goodness. Great putt, Dallas. As round two is winding down, it was a wonderful hot day. 80-something degrees. Unfortunate miss from Colin. He'll most likely get a bogey. Great birdie, Asher, pushing to 13 down. He's currently tied with the lead. Hole 27 had a 58% birdie rate. Fun round. Let's see those scorecards from the field. Pause it on who you'd like to stare at. Round two was a hoot. A lot of good action. Stay tuned for round three. Ooh, a one over there. Good job, Jameson. That was your SeaTac Takeoff round two MPO action. Follow that Great Northwest Point Series. Get involved if you're not already. And we'll see you next time.